We did some shows, and at the end of 1993, me and Steven arranged this. We're trying to like create a scene in New York because there wasn't much happening at the time.
Sure.
The Grand Club, we had Monday nights at the Grand, glam, trash, punk, Michael Monroe and friends. We had this evening of showing a bunch of videos on like till about midnight. We had videos of like MC5, Again, the Stooges, Alice Cooper Band, the Ramones, the Dead Boys, the Damned, Sex Pistols, Clash, Mutt the Hoople Faces, that kind of stuff. And then midnight, we hit the stage with the band and we played, our favorite punk covers. And we always had a guest. Every night was a surprise guest. First night we had Joey Ramone come up and we played 3 songs of the Ramones. I think it was Blitzkrieg Bop, Wanna Be Sedated, and She is a Punk Rocker. We had Ian Hunter come up one night. We did Once Bitten, Twice Shy, and probably Mutt the Hoople stuff, Roll with a Stone, and All the Young Dudes, of course. And Corey Clark would come up. Sebastian Bach was there many Mondays.
Sure.
Let's do some Hanoi, dude. Come on, dude. Let's do some Hanoi. And then Walter Lua from Johnny Thunder's Heartbreakers, and a bunch of people like that. And we kept it going for 10 consecutive weeks, and the Monday nights were the hardest, toughest ones, of course, of the week to have people come out to a club. But we kept that going, and then the band was established as Michael Monroe and friends, and then we went to the studio to do 3 demos of the songs, Hammersmith Palais and Dysfunctional, and the third one was The Scum Lives On. And then we went into the studio, and then we went into the studio at the end of the year in '93, and recorded the album in a couple of weeks. It was done. We recorded the basic tracks in 3 days. I sang it in 2 days. And the production I could trust Little Steven being the producer in the capable hands of Little Steven. I had no worries. It's the best, most fun time I had recording an album. Well, I did a vocal take. He said, okay, do another one. He says, okay, that's good. Next one. All right. So it went really smoothly. And I remember Jimmy Clark said, he had the snare drum, the skin was busted. It says, hey, wait a minute, Steven, I got to change the snare skin. It says, don't touch it. It's great. Leave it as it is. So he played the whole rest of the album with the busted snare skin. And then we mixed the album like 1 song per day. So in a couple of weeks, the album was done. And we did everything right with this album that I had done that went wrong with my last project with Polygram, which was the Jerusalem Slim, ill-fated Jerusalem Slim fiasco with Steve Stevens and Michael Wagner producing, Steve Stevens playing guitar, and ended up costing close to $1 million. And it was my deal, so I was like, it just turned to crap, and I had to get off the label because I owed them so much money that was ridiculous. So Demolition 23, I always prided in making great albums, uncompromising, good quality records. So this Jerusalem Slim was like was a black mark on my career. I'm thinking that in my career I hadn't always prided in making great records. They released the album, which is the worst thing. But what are you gonna do? Therefore, I waited about a year till they dropped me, and then I called Steven. Hey, I'm free now. We can make the record. Now we can make the record I wanted to make. Just the label wouldn't. They wouldn't let Steven produce. If Steven would have been the producer of the Jerusalem Slim project, then it would have been fine.